Hey psychology students! Welcome to your complete walkthrough of the organizational psychology option for a level psychology 9990. We're covering all 5 core studies with summaries, paper 3 techniques, and brand new built-in tips for paper 4. So you're ready to write analytical, high-scoring answers. Let's go! First up, Landry et al., 2019. Cash rewards and motivation. This study applied self-determination theory to explore how cash incentives affect employee motivation, both intrinsic and extrinsic. Participants who already enjoyed a task sometimes lost motivation after being paid for it, suggesting rewards may undermine intrinsic drive. Paper 3. Tip. Use this as a field study example with self-report data and motivation theory. Paper 4. Revision. Tip. Use this to debate whether external rewards truly improve workplace performance in the long run. Also discuss whether financial motivation is ethical or manipulative. Evaluate short-term versus long-term effectiveness and its usefulness across different job types. Next, Claypoole and Szalma, 2019. Electronic Performance Monitoring, EPM. This study explored the psychological effects of electronic surveillance on employees' attention and stress. Under constant monitoring, people experienced increased pressure and declines in sustained attention. Paper 3. Tip. Good for design-based questions about lab-based experiments and stress testing. Paper 4. Revision. Tip. Use this for discussing privacy versus productivity in modern workplaces. Evaluate whether employee surveillance is ethical and how it may impact mental health. Discuss informed consent, long-term psychological effects, and cultural norms regarding privacy. Third, SWOT, 1997. Monitoring workplace accidents and risk. SWOT study tracked accident data over time in industrial settings to improve safety protocols. As reporting and monitoring systems improved, accident rates fell, proving that workplace systems make a difference. Paper 3. Tip. Use this as a longitudinal observational study that relies on naturalistic data. Paper 4. Revision. Tip. This is ideal for debates on predictability and control in occupational psychology. Explore how preventative strategies like checklists and training are more ethical and cost-effective than reacting to incidents. You can also examine the usefulness and ecological validity of real-world workplace data. Fourth, Quadrado et al., 2008. Gender and leadership styles. This study investigated leadership evaluations based on gender and leadership style, relationship-oriented or task-oriented. Female leaders using relationship-based styles were rated more favorably, while task-oriented male leaders were preferred. Paper 3. Tip. A solid example of a lab experiment with strong links to social psychology. Paper 4. Revision tip. Use this to explore gender bias and stereotyping in promotions and management. You can discuss real-world implications for equality in the workplace and diversity in leadership. This study also supports the interactionist approach. Both personality and environment influence perceptions. Fifth, Giacalone and Rosenfeld, 1987. Employee sabotage. This study analyzed why employees sabotage their own workplace, using qualitative self-reports. Motives included revenge, boredom, or feeling mistreated by management. Paper 3 tip. It's a great example of qualitative workplace research and thematic analysis. Paper 4. Revision. Tip. Discuss ethical concerns in handling employee dissatisfaction. How workplaces can reduce sabotage without punishing employees. Debate whether sabotage is an individual flaw or a systemic failure. It also ties into ethical leadership, organizational fairness, and the need for open communication in healthy work cultures. Quick tips. Section. Revise SMART for Paper 3. Know your methods: lab, field, longitudinal, observational, or survey. Be ready to evaluate strengths and weaknesses, reliability, validity, and bias. Link theories like self-determination, gender bias, or risk perception to each study. For Paper 4, practice using studies in debate-style questions like, is workplace surveillance ethical? Or, should companies rely on financial incentives? Mention ethics, real-world usefulness, and how findings apply to modern organizations. Use your studies to explore big issues like equality, well-being, motivation, and safety. Recap area study, summary, table study. Key focus. Paper 4 themes Landry et al., 2019. Cash rewards and intrinsic motivation. Motivation, ethics, usefulness. Claypoole and Szalma, 2019. EPM and sustained attention. Surveillance ethics, stress, validity. SWOT, 1997. Workplace accident monitoring, predictability, safety, real-world impact. Quadrado et al., 2008. Gender and leadership style. Equality, stereotyping, leadership bias. Giacalone and Rosenfeld, 1987. Reasons for workplace sabotage, organizational justice, employee ethics. And that's a wrap on organizational psychology. You now have everything you need to tackle Paper 3 summaries and ace Paper 4 application and evaluation. If you haven't seen the clinical, consumer, or health psychology videos, check those out next. Each one is packed with exam-ready tips. Study smart, stay confident, and you've got this.